My friends, welcome to this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review. I hope you all are doing well. Recently, I put up a video concerning the Camota IBNS Instant Setup Tent, along with the tarp add-on. The day after I put up that video, I received a message from a viewer who had found an even less expensive version of that tent, the IBNS tent. After hearing from the viewer, seeing the product, I went ahead and purchased it. And folks, that's what this episode is all about. This is the USGI Industries Bivy Tent, a 2-second bug net shelter. Here in a second, we will open this up and we will take a look at it. But first, let's start with the Camota system, just in case you didn't see the previous episodes that I'm referring to. This here is the Camota bug net tent that I was referring to. Let me show you all the stored form factor difference between these two tents here. With the USGI version, it is quite wide. It's very thin, but it's very wide. Where this one is quite a bit less wide, but it's definitely thicker. Looks are deceiving a little bit here because with this storage bag, it is oversized to easily fit this tent. But nonetheless, the Camota is thicker. This one's thinner, but it's longer, I guess is the right way to say it. You can see the size differences there. It is substantial. With the Camota tent, we'll go ahead, open this up, and set it up. Storage bag. Tent. And boom, just like that, the tent sets up. Now again, everyone, this is a bug tent, a bug inner. Basically, this is designed to be used underneath a tarp, on a cot, or even as a tent with some add-ons. Truth be told, this is a very unique product. A product that's been copied by the USGI Industries company. Let's go ahead and let's check that one out, and we'll set it up right next to this one. Let's go ahead, let's open up the USGI tent. So we get the storage bag, grab handles up here at the top, a single zipper that opens it up. Inside of this bag here, we have 4 plastic tent stakes. Ooh, folks, these are cheap. Really, really cheap. We do have setup and breakdown instructions on the inside of the storage bag. We have the tent itself covered with a compression strap. Let's go ahead, let's set this up. Interesting. The compression strap looks to be sewn to the tent itself. It's not a bad idea. I'm going to take one of the tent stakes and stake out the back, and I will take 2 tent stakes to stake out the front. When it comes to these 2 tents, the USGI version is probably one of the biggest, closest blatant ripoffs of a product I've ever seen before. It is nearly identical to the Camota product. There are some differences. They're minor though. For an example, with the Camota tent, you have clips that connect to a tent pole, that connect to a fly, so you can make a tent out of this. You do not have that feature with the USGI tent. Also, the Camota tent was designed to be connected to a cot. Oh yeah. Whereas with the USGI version, you cannot do that. You can sit it on a cot, but it's not going to connect to the cot itself. Outside of that, let's see, the zippers, they're just a little bit different. The internal pocket placement is different. On the Camota, it's in the center at the head. On the USGI version, it's on the left-hand side. Outside of those differences, these tents are nearly identical. Both tents are using fiberglass poles, I believe. I'll come back to that in just a second. Both have 2 doors. The doors can be tied up and stowed out of the way. We have bathtub floors, tons of mesh. And that's pretty much it. Down here at the foot box, seam to seam, we're looking at 26 inches. 26 inches. 29 inches, 30 and a half inches. 85 inches, 85 inches. As far as measuring goes, that's enough. Basically, these are the same product. There's some slight differences, but not enough to actually mean anything. Again, everyone, this is a blatant copy of the Camota tent, and it's almost detail for detail. Again, there are some differences, but they're very minor. With that out of the way, let's go over some stats real quick concerning each tent. With the Camota IBNS tent, the mesh material is a 20 denier no-seam, and the floor material is a 75 denier nylon ripstop. The poles are made from fiberglass, and when it's packed up, it is 13 inches by 13 inches, and it's roughly 3 inches thick. When the tent is all set up, it's good for individuals under 6 foot 3 inches, and the same can be said about the USGI tent. I should mention this, both tents stand 26 inches tall, so you have that much space on the inside. With both of these tents, they are without a doubt a confined space. Some people don't mind that, some people will dislike it. So it's not like a bivy, but it's not like a tent either. The weight of the Camota tent is 2 pounds on my scale, and the retail price is $175. At the time of filming on Amazon, it is $140. Now let's switch over to the USGI tent. Let's focus on it for a second. When the USGI tent is stored, it is roughly 18 inches long, and it's roughly 2.5 inches thick. When it comes to the materials, instead of it being made from a nylon like the Camota tent, it is made from a 210 polyester ripstop. So the Camota is nylon, which is stronger and also lighter weight. The USGI tent is made from polyester. That means it's heavier and it's not quite as strong. With the Camota tent, the poles are made from fiberglass. With the USGI tent, the company claims this. They claim that the poles are made from a PVC coated stainless steel. And I have to be honest, that sounds like complete bullshit. Because it sounds like bullshit, I did do a little bit of searching, and every single report claims those are fiberglass. When I look at them, when I feel them, they feel like fiberglass. So the question becomes, is the company full of crap? Are they lying and saying just about anything to sell a product? I don't know. There's only one way to find out. Continuing on with the stats, this tent weighs 2.2 pounds, whereas the Camota tent weighs 2 pounds. Why the difference? The USGI tent is made from polyester, and it's heavier. That's why. And everyone, it's raining. When it comes to the price of the USGI tent, it is $70, and it is available in 2 colors. Dark Earth, which is a coyote color, and OD Green. Continuing to talk about the tents here. Again, everyone, they are pretty much identical. There's not much as far as differences go outside of materials and some small differences. The nylon materials of the Camota tent definitely feel nicer than the polyester materials of the USGI tent. There's no doubt about it. When you go hands-on with even like the storage bag for the USGI tent, it feels cheap. And, well, it is. It's 70 bucks instead of 140. I will say that with both tents, the tent stakes absolutely suck. They're garbage on both tents, so no one wins. The tent stakes with the Camota are plastic, just as the USGI ones are. If you decide to purchase either one of these tents, replace the tent stakes with something of a better quality. Size-wise, they're the same. Ventilation is going to be the same. They're going to keep out bugs essentially the same. The setup process, the breakdown process, both aspects are the same. When they're stored, there is a difference there, and it is dramatic, and it can be impactful. Trying to fit an 18-inch disc inside of your backpack could be a tough job. You have to have a pretty good sized backpack to get that to fit on the inside. The Camota version, it's quite a bit smaller, and it easily fits inside of a backpack, whereas the USGI version, you may have some issues. Both tents have 2 doors, so getting in and getting out of the tents are exactly the same. Both have bathtub floors. Both have to be staked out if you want the tents to basically lay flat. Because of the wire frames, they have a tendency to curl up. So again, everything here is the same. The question that I have, everyone, is whether or not this company is full of crap. To me, those look like fiberglass poles. People who have had them arrive broken or have broken those poles say they're fiberglass. The company claims specifically that this tent has a PVC coated stainless steel frame that is stronger than fiberglass. I'll tell you what, as soon as it is done raining, I'm gonna grab some gloves and we're going to break those poles to see what they are. If the company is full of crap, I'm gonna say don't even consider purchasing this product, because it's my firm belief that we do not support companies that lie to our faces, that will say anything to make money. 45 minutes later and we're back, everyone. That was a good rain shower. As I've mentioned before on this channel, it rains here a lot. Anyways, it is time to focus our attention back to the USGI tent. Let's break the frame. Let's find out whether or not this is PVC coated stainless steel or it's fiberglass. So here we go, everyone. Here's the pole. Hopefully you all could see that. It is fiberglass. There is no stainless steel anything in here. That was a complete lie. Man, that pissed me off. The reason why I wore these leather gloves is because fiberglass is rather nasty. This stuff very easily can get in your skin, and you do not want that to happen. So with the frame here, this is not PVC coated stainless steel. It is fiberglass. Why the company lies about this, I have no idea. But it is what it is. Because of that, folks, I'm done with this product. Not only did I break it, right, I'm just done. I'm done with this company. I'm done with this product. A company that lies to their customers, I can't support them. I cannot get behind them. I do not recommend this, right? Even though this is virtually the same as the Camota version, the quality seems to be pretty good for what it is. Price-wise, it's good. But for me, I'm done. You can make up your own mind. You could support this company if you want to, but I will not. I've been referred to by other YouTubers as a very serious reviewer, and that is accurate. When I review a product, it's all about the product, it's all about giving you all information, and that's it. No fluff, no BS. I want to give you the information that you need to make a good decision, because I don't like people wasting their money. I don't like YouTube channels that are trying to scam people out of their money. They're trying to sell products. They're not reviewing something, they're trying to sell something. The Outdoor Gear Review is different. So yes, my channel is serious when it comes to the reviews, and I don't want to do it any other way. So folks, there you have it. That is my first look review, torture test of the USGI Industries Bivy Tent, whatever you want to call it. What a disappointment. You know what I mean? I could have recommended this. I really could have, if it wasn't for the nonsense, for the lies. But I cannot get behind that, and I won't. Because the company wasn't honest with their product and the materials that were used, I would say go with the Camota version if you're interested in this tent. If you like the idea of a bug tent, go with this one, or go with a different type of bug tent. There are plenty of bug tents out on the market. You don't have to even go with something this small. You can get something that's larger. You can actually use a tent inner. Pop it underneath a tarp, it works great. Just make sure that you have a tarp large enough to protect you from blowing rain and so on. If you enjoyed this episode, hit the thumbs up before you go. I do appreciate it. Everybody, take care, be well, strength and honor. See ya.